Like any other morning, you find yourself scrolling through YouTube when suddenly an old game catches your eye. A game that took months of your life that you enjoyed throughout all the cheaters and problems. And you wonder, has it gotten better? And with one flick of the wrist, you find yourself searching those magical 3 letters, EFT. And as you look at the videos of all the changes and all the things that have been going on in the game, you suddenly get this feeling in your stomach, whether it be nostalgia, excitement, or the bad tacos you had this morning that there was something definitely up with them. Whether it be that or anything else, you catch yourself reading each title, scanning over each video, and you can't help but think the crazy thought. Maybe I should play Tarkov. Maybe it is better. So you hurry to close out the tab, and you find yourself hovering over the launcher, thoughts racing through your mind. But you can't help but click. And as you hover over play, you make one final decision. What else am I gonna do? Fuck it. Let's go. Oh, to our right. Tequila! Tequila!
Is it? That's another dude too.
I'm gonna die.
He's on the other side of that. Shooting him.
Oh shit! I shot him in the dick! You shot me in the dick! Ah!
Great. Dude, hate
This
it.
guy has a slick! Probably Tequila.
I'm going back.
Ah!
I didn't kill Tequila. Are you hitting?
What the fuck?
You know where the yellow tractor is?
He's dead. He's dead. Come here, boy. I just won't dope eat. I just won't dope. I just won't give you new legs. Papa, chill. Papa, chill.
Grenade.
You kill me.
I'm gonna heal my armor quick.
Enemy spotted.
He's really close on that car.
Dead. All right. Pause. Now, let's get down to the real reason why you clicked on this video, okay? Rubles. You found yourself playing the funny Russian game EFT, and you, guess what? You don't have funny Russian money. And you clicked on this video and you think, me? I am gonna tell you how to get funny Russian money? Well, guess what? I am. I'm gonna tell you how to get rubles. And can you guess what the answer is? I bet you can't. The answer to how to get tons of rubles on Escape from Tarkov is, drumroll please, Streets of Tarkov! Yes, of course, the new map filled with loot is the answer to your problems. And late wipe, it definitely is, because people tend to leave a lot of shit laying around. And I know you're probably thinking, Streets of Tarkov, I've seen so many people post all their tutorials and shut up. Listen, this is No Fingers TV approved. Places that you should go to check for loot, especially late wipe. Now, I'm gonna warn you of some places. Check 15. Okay, that you probably shouldn't go. And you know, if you're not a Chad like me, Lexus, probably shouldn't go. But anyways, let's get right into it. Alrighty, the first area we're going to start with is going to be over by the collapse crane area, which is the construction site with the back of Sparja. And I'll go ahead and show you the spots that you can loot around there. Well, for the construction site, you're going to have a duffel bag in this first trailer right here, or portable. And then to your left, you're going to have 2 toolboxes. And then there's spawns for tools all right where this matches on the boxes all around it. So 2 toolboxes right there and there. There's a tech crate. There's a spawn right here on this box and a tech crate right there. And if you come down here, this is going to be a stash. And then if we go to the first floor, we have a dead scav and 3 toolboxes. The first toolbox is right there. Second toolbox is right here. And the third toolbox. If you make your way over to the duffel bag, there's a duffel bag right here. Make your way to the outside. There's spawns on majority of the boxes around construction site. So make sure you're checking all the boxes. Especially this box right here has a lot of spawns. I think it's like 3 different spawns. And then if you come into this portable to the right, there's a duffel bag and a toolbox. And then right over here is the last toolbox and duffel bag. Duffel bag will be inside of this portable right here. A lot of people tend to forget about this one. And then we'll just run over to the Sparza store. The Sparza store, there's a duffel bag that is right outside right here on the way in. The Sparza store is low-key underrated. A lot of people, some people do run through it. I do, and most of the time it's not looted. There's a duffel bag right here at the front at the cash registers. If you come to the back, there's a nice and dirty duffel bag. But yeah, besides that, it's just this back stock room back here with a bunch of I was getting water filters for a minute here. Like I got like 20 water filters out of here. But in this recording that I took, there wasn't really anything spawning back here. So just make sure you check all the shelves back here. And then there's two toolboxes as well. And then there's one black I think it's a food crate. I don't think it's a weapon crate. And it's in the back of the truck. Alrighty. Next up, we have the infamous Check 15 and Lexus. Okay. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This would be the most boring video ever if I just sat here and went in depth on every single thing in each of these buildings. But listen, if you're scavving, I would take the risk and I would come down to Lexus. Okay, it doesn't matter, you die, whatever. The garage is really good and it has a ton of LEDX spawns. I know I haven't found one, but I swear to you, people find LEDXs in here a crazy amount. I would not bank on it, but it is pretty reasonable to find a LEDX with all the medical spawns that are here. So the garage is really good for tools. These med crates just like this, and of course the med garage. Be careful, people climb up in the ceiling like fucking Spider-Man. There's a jump to get in the top of the ceiling in garage, so be careful for the medical garage. But besides that, I mean, if you're PMCing and you want to chat it out, go there. You can get free loot, boss spawns, good XP. But as money making wise, you take a very high risk with a high reward coming here, as well as Check 15. So if you're solo, I don't recommend it. But if you have buddies with you, you know what I'm saying, fuck it, go squad out and go crazy and kill everybody in Lexus. But besides that, we'll switch over to Check 15. Check 15, of course, everyone knows is a very beautiful part of this map. But it is a ton of people and a really high threat area because there are 2 entrances, which means there's only 2 exits. So you got to be careful of that, especially with campers. People love camping this building as well. I've caught people on the 2nd floor just waiting. But the Iron Gate key and the Check 15 key are very, very good keys. Those keys are not too bad. I know Iron Gate's a little bit cheaper, so the risk on that one's not too bad. But the 4 million risk, I think, for the Check 15 key is kind of worth it. You get a lot of Bitcoins and stuff out of there. It has good spawns. So those 2 I definitely recommend. But if you're not a PvP demon, or if you're on your scav, you can take the risk. But if you're really trying to make money, you want to least risk as much as you want. So as you can see, I found a bunch of stuff going to these 2 places. But man, it's a high risk, so I don't recommend it. Moving on to the warehouse where the marked room key is, and then the street next to it. The reason why I circled the street next to it in between right here, Cinema and Sewer River Extract, is because on the street there's a food crate by that truck, and then there's also a dead scav and a safe on the side of the road, which actually have pretty good loot, especially because whoever comes over here, unless they're extracting, they're not really going to check these. But I really like them. But moving on to the warehouse, I really like the warehouse. There's a bunch of tools and stuff that spawn all over the ground on the 2nd floor, so make sure you're checking the dirt piles and stuff like that. And there's also a tool crate in there that you can get a lot of stuff out of. on regards to the marked room key. The marked room key, in my opinion, okay, it did get buffed. It is not worth it. If you have the money, I know it's not a ideal opinion, but if you have the money to use on it, you can use it. You'll probably break even. But off of the times I've ran it, I don't believe it's worth it. Every time I run it, I end up losing money. It's not my best friend, but if you really have money to take the risk, you can make profit off of it because they did recently just buff it. But besides that, there's tools that spawn on the ground, like I said. And then if you come over here, right outside of the warehouse, there is the store, kitchen. I forgot what it's called, but this place is pretty huge. A lot of food spawns. I don't even bring food when I come into streets. I just grab it because there's so many food spawns in streets. But yeah, there can be moonshine. There's also a high injector spawn here. Most of the time it's just morphines, but there is a lot of injector spawns. One spawns on the counter and behind the pool table. So yeah, I definitely this area is to check on your list, especially if you get a spawn over by Cinema or over by Sewer River. Quickly run these. There's normally not anyone here. I have ran into PMCs here, but I mean, if they're over here, you could probably take them. I'm not gonna lie. All right, to be honest, that's out of all the places besides the bottom of post office and the apartments up here sometimes have stuff. That's all the places on Streets of Tarkov that really perform and get you a lot of money. And I know people would argue and say, what about... No, I don't think anyone's arguing for Pinewood Hotel. I'm sorry. There's nothing at Pinewood Hotel for you except for sadness and people camping Green Flare. I'm not going to lie to you. So if you're not going there to exfil, I do not recommend going there. And there's a med room at the bottom that never has anything. I can promise you that. I always check. I've checked it straight off spawn and there's nothing. But the second floor of this building and then the 2 dead scabs on the way to check 15, I definitely do. But besides that, I mean, that's my guide. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't really trying to, I was just talking to you, just trying to let you know like what's the best ways to rock and your threats. But most of the areas that I told you about are going to be the only areas that produce a lot of loot, to the point where if someone does beat you there to it, you can still get loot. Or if you're the first one there, you can get a lot of loot. So check all those areas, and I do recommend scavving. In my personal opinion, it is free money. But if you need XP and stuff, do not be afraid to PMC streets. The street spawns for PMCs are kind of ass, but you got it. I believe in you. It's no problem. But that is all the places I wanted to tell you guys about. So I do appreciate y'all popping out and watching. But thanks for watching. And probably no more guides, maybe guides, but more funny content from now on, to be honest. But I will be posting more, so turn notifications on. I'll see you next time. Bye.